So, our understanding of the general elections in Israel and their educational value is that we would say that the elections are part of Israel's ongoing attempt to improve itself and to arrive at the ideal constellation of its core principles. And what are these core principles? We'd suggest that they're lyrically summarized by the penultimate line of Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, the hope. What is the hope? The hope is to be a people free in our land, Liyot am chofshi be'artzenu, to be the people of Israel free in the land of Israel. So when Israelis place their vote in the ballot box, they're voting for the party they believe has the best answers to the four questions that emerge from this hope to be. So they're going to vote for a party that they believe will look after their security, the Jewish people. So they're going to vote for a party that they believe will embody their Jewish values, their feeling of solidarity with Jews around the world, and their connection to the Jewish faith. Freedom. So they'll vote for a party that cares about freedom, democracy and human rights as much as they do. And in our land, they will vote for a party that reflects their views on the borders of Israel and its sacred places, to be a people free in our land. So there are two complicating factors in this analysis, two things that makes it more complicated. First of all, the voter will need to make compromises, since it is rare that they will find a party that answers all four of these questions exactly the way that they would like. Quite often there are tensions between their answers, like perhaps the voters' ideal borders don't align with their ideal for security, for example. There are many areas where these fundamental principles are in tension with each other. And so in this case, the voter needs to weigh up the party's priorities and his or her own priorities in order to make a choice. And the second complicating factor is that then the party for which we vote, the party will need to make some compromises, since government is always going to be made up of several parties in one coalition. So each party will prioritise their own answers to these four questions of hope, which might clash with those of the other parties. So in the end, a party is going to be judged not according to its stated ideals, but according to what it did not compromise on. And then at the end of this process of the voter making choices, the party making choices, and the Prime Minister making choices of how to build the coalition, a government agreement is drawn up that defines what the government will do and will not do. So this government agreement, the coalition agreement, represents the Israeli people's latest answers to these four questions of hope. So over the next few weeks, leading up to the elections, up until the point when the government agreement is finally drawn up, we're going to be offering our perspectives on the four questions of hope. What answers are the different parties offering? Which of the four questions are featured most prominently in the election campaigns? And how can you teach and explain all of this to your communities?